Happy VE Day. Long before this was a peace sign, this stood for victory. Now, what is VE Day, you ask? VE Day marks the end of World War II in Europe. It was the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany. Hitler took care of himself on 420. That's another day for some of you out there. And by May 8th, the Nazi regime had pretty much given up because their head dude was out skis. You know, when your supreme leader of hate is out, it's hard to kind of keep the hate going the same, you know? And that happened on May 8th, 1945. 80 years today. After 6 years of brutal conflict, World War II had finally come to an end in Europe. The war was over. These people had been dealing with rationing, bomb raids, and losing their loved ones. And there's a lot of reasons why VE Day matters today. First is remembering the cost of freedom. She ain't free, baby, and she takes work. Lots of work. She's a high-maintenance girl, freedom. But she worth it because she high maintenance. But to be real, tens of millions of people died and others were displaced. The other thing that matters about it, Allied unity. The United States, the UK, the French, and the USSR, believe it or not. And that was because they had a shared common enemy. I'm just saying maybe this is an example of cooperation that we could revisit today. And of course, this makes me think about what's going on in the world right now. It's not cute right now. You have poor Ukraine, who's clearly suffering from modern day appeasement of Russia. You have Palestine, who is also suffering from the modern day appeasement of Israel. By the way, if you don't remember from history class, appeasement means giving somebody what they want to keep them from causing bigger trouble, like a world war or Cold War or something like that. You could also do it with a toddler by giving them a lollipop when they're screaming. Authoritarian crackdowns are happening across the United States and beyond, and they're emboldened to keep doing it. And there's refugee crises across the globe. VE Day is a call to stand up for democracy, human rights, and solidarity. Look, kids, we've done it before, we can do it again. It's also here to remind us how quickly hatred can spread and how vital it is to remain vigilant against propaganda, censorship, and unchecked power. So let's take a moment to honor those veterans and civilians who fought for world peace. Y'all, these were our grandparents and our great-grandparents. This was not that long ago. There are still World War II vets alive, and they're seeing this stuff that they fought for resurface again at the end of their life. I mean, that's heartbreaking. We can't let this happen. Not long ago, human rights and democracy were seriously under attack. And it took a world war to regain those things. Hopefully, we will never have to endure what our not-so-distant relatives had to endure in their fight against fascism. But if we do, at least we have a blueprint. V for victory.